Hi viewers, welcome to Display Repair. In this video we're going to show you how to fix a ground connection on your car. It is a very simple fix. You can definitely do it on your own, and I must say it is, I think, one of the top 5 fixes on the car regarding its simplicity. Okay, it's very easy to do. So stay tuned.
DisplayRepair.com. Be sure to visit us at our website displayrepair.com, where you can find more useful car and driving tips.
Before we start, I would just like to recommend our other video on this similar topic about bad ground connections and what are the most common symptoms of a bad ground connection and how to diagnose the problem. I must say in this video also, ground connections are one of the most overlooked car problems out there. Yet they cause a lot of trouble. Because of a bad ground connection, people have changed lots of expensive parts they didn't have to. They lost lots of time on diagnosing and not finding what the problem is. A very small car problem, but causes very big consequences if you don't know what you're looking for. If you have a bad ground connection and if you don't know how to actually diagnose the problem, I recommend watching that video. Now, dear viewers, we'll be showing this example on my wife's Renault Clio, and whatever car you drive, the basic principle of solving this problem is the same, okay? So you'll find a connection, as we mentioned in previous videos, a connection from the battery, from the minus battery clamp to the car body, and from the car body, usually that connection is in the vicinity of this connection. You'll find either a strap, a copper strap, or a thick cable like that one down there that connects the ground from the car body to the engine. Okay, in this case it's on the transmission. So whatever car you drive, I think this video should help solve the problem. Now, as you probably noticed, the battery is missing on the Clio. We've taken it off. What I wanted to say on this part is, of course, in your case, the battery will be in place. And when doing this, it is best to take off the minus battery clamp, okay? So remove it, take it off of the battery, and make sure it doesn't accidentally connect back onto the battery terminal while you're working. What also I must recommend you check before doing this: cleaning will not help if any of the cables or straps or braids are damaged. So if you see that this connection here, for instance, between the cable and the battery clamp is damaged, then you should replace it. For instance, if you see that this connector here is also damaged, if you see wiring on the side, okay, if you see that it's torn or damaged, then you should also change it. There's another ground connection here with wires. If you see also that it's broken or torn, you must replace that, or all of this that we're going to show you is not going to help. If you have a damaged cable or braid, I would recommend buying a new one. I don't know, you can make one for yourself. I've done that. You know, you buy a new clamp, you buy a new connector like this one, and you change it. Also, if you have to change the copper braid that I've shown you, the one down here, you can also replace it with a thicker cable and 2 connectors. But if you have the chance, I would recommend buying the, how should I say, the OEM part, the original part, and bolt it back into place. You can perhaps buy them used on a junkyard. There you can perhaps find them in good condition. So all in all of these cables and straps must be in very good condition in order for this repair to work. Now, the first thing you should always do when solving a problem with the ground connection is clean the minus battery clamp. You can also clean the plus battery clamp. We've shown you how to do this in previous videos. When you change a car battery, it's very simple to do. Regarding this problem, despite the fact that there may be a problem between the car body and the engine, always clean the minus battery clamp. The easiest way to do this is to take a piece of sandpaper, curl it into a shape like this so it can get into the battery clamp, and simply turn it around like this, up and down, until it's clean. I like to do it this way. Okay. Now, if the layer of filth is a bit thicker, okay, if it's more resistant, then you can take a file and simply go inside and file off that filth, and then smooth it down with sandpaper, okay? The point is to get the end result like this. It should be shiny. Clean the inner part of the battery clamp. Okay, the outer part is not that important. The inner part is important so it can have good contact with the minus battery terminal. Now, we're going to show you the basic principle of how to repair a ground connection, okay? It is very simple. As I mentioned in the beginning of the video, all you're supposed to do is find the ground connection and clean it. Now, on the Clio, this is a very good example. You have the connection from the minus battery clamp to the car body right here, okay? That's the main connection. Now we're going to take it off, and on that example we're going to show you what you're supposed to do. You're going to do exactly the same thing on the connection from the car body to the engine, which is the big braid that I've shown you down there between the car body and the transmission. So this is a 30mm screw. We are going to take the ratchet, 30mm socket, and loosen this and take it off. You'll find the same situation almost any car. Again, on the Clio, it's a very good example since you can see what's going on and it's accessible. On some cars this may not be the case. It may be buried under various holders, brackets. This is why we made a video about how to find the locations of the ground connections before you start this, so you can make a good evaluation should you do this or not. Can you reach the connections or not, which is very important. Okay, and here we are. There we have it. This is the other connection to the car body. What you are supposed to do is clean this part here. You've already cleaned the minus battery terminal. Clean this connection here, okay, that goes to the car body, but also, and this is very important, clean the connection where this connector was right here. That is very, very important wherever you clean the ground connection. If you just clean the connector right here, and if this is dirty, you will not achieve anything, okay? You will again have a ground problem. But when you clean both this and the connection on the car body, that is the right thing to do. So let's clean it. The best way to clean this connection on the car body is again to use either sandpaper or you can use a file like this one. The point is to get all of the rust and all of the paint, if there is any, off of that connection, okay? So let's start cleaning. Okay. One more thing I must mention, what's also important, what you can do, is clean the screw that holds the ground connection into place, okay? Now, the screw, when it gets screwed into the car body and when this built-in washer on the screw goes on the connector, that is a very good connection, okay? So when you get to that point, this is very clean. You can also take the sandpaper and clean the inner part of the washer or not, okay? Now let's continue cleaning this. Now, I must tell you, if you have, for instance, if the car had a paint job previously or something like that, and if this is stubborn here, okay, if the filth or leftover paint or something is stubborn, then you can use a file like this one and try to file off the surface of the connection, okay? Now, of course, when filing, be careful not to damage the paint around the surface where the ground connection is, so you don't get any rust because it's inside the engine bay. Just simply use small moves with the file so you get a clean surface like this one. Okay, after that you can finish it with the with the sandpaper. Take a look. And the end result should be that, I don't know if you can see this from that angle, but the end result should be that this surface where the connector lies on the car, on the body here, on this place where the screw goes, should be shiny. And then you've done the job properly. Now, next, to clean this connector, again we'll use sandpaper and sand until you get a nice clean connection. Now, this connection wasn't really very dirty and it isn't really a problem to clean, but if there's lots of rust, corrosion, then be sure to take it all off. You can also put this connector into a vise. Also use, like I've shown you, a file and try to file it off, but in this case the sandpaper will do. Okay, it should look something like this. Very nice and shiny. Okay, now we'll do the other side like this. And this is what you should get, the end result. And as you can see, very nice, clean and shiny without any residue and filth. Now, one more thing I must mention. Besides this connection, conveniently there is another connection for the headlight and for some other devices in the vicinity. It's a ground connection also. If you were to clean it also, if you have a dim headlight or something like that, it's the same principle. Okay, take off the screw, clean the connector of the cable, and that's it. So more or less it's the same principle for any ground connection on the car as I've mentioned. Now we're going to return the cable back into place, so and put it in there, and we are going to screw it back into place. Gonna use the ratchet. Takes a bit of time since lots of these screws that hold the ground connection are pretty long, so they can hold the ground much better. One more thing that is very important, since we're getting to the end of tightening this, is to return this into the position that it was previously in. So don't tighten it down here or up here, because when you install the car battery on some cars, you may get an effect that the cable is not long enough then to reach the battery terminal. So be sure to tighten it almost in the same place it was before. Also, what's important, be sure to properly tighten this, okay? So don't, of course, over tighten so you don't break the screw or nut or the stud on the car body, God forbid. Firmly tighten it so it doesn't get loose in the future, okay? So, dear viewers, there you have it. In this case, we've cleaned the connection from the battery clamp and the battery clamp itself to the car body. Again, it's very important that all of the contact surfaces are clean. The next thing you should check and do after this would be to check the minus ground connection from the car body to the engine. In this case, it is this braid down there. If you can see that, it's a bit dirty so you can't see the copper color of it. It's a braid or a strap, you can call it whatever you want, that is bolted to the car body, okay, right under the battery holder that we've shown you, and it's bolted onto the transmission. And the transmission is bolted onto the engine, so everything has a good ground connection. The basic principle of cleaning it is, of course, the same. You take off the braid. On the Renault, it's also a 13mm bolt. Take it off, clean it, and return it back into place. So, dear viewers, that's it for this time. As you've seen, a very simple fix, yet it is a lifesaver. When certain problems arise regarding electrical problems, lots of people overlook this. They don't do this. One more thing that I must mention: if you've had a recent paint job on the car, if you repainted the engine bay, if you repainted the car body, then be sure to recheck all of the ground connections just in case. What I've seen when I worked as a car technician, lots of problems are due to this. What happens is that the body or the engine bay is repainted, and then they just return the connection onto the painted car body. It doesn't have a connection, and then there can be all sorts of problems, like the car won't start. Again, there is weak cranking. There are all sorts of electrical issues down the line, and that's it. So just make sure that everything is tight and clean from the minus battery clamp to the car body, and from the car body to the engine, and you'll be fine. One more thing: when tightening everything, be sure to use washers. If you don't have, like on the Clio, screws that have built-in washers, use brand new washers, tighten it, and you won't have any problems for years to come. When doing the regular checkups on your car, which I always recommend you do, check the ground, find them and check the ground connections. If you see any filth, buildup, rust, especially if you see that the cables or braids are damaged, replace them as soon as possible, and I think you won't have any problems. So, dear viewers, that's it for this time. I hope this video helps. Please like and subscribe. It's a huge help for what we're doing. Also, if you find the time watch or other videos, I think they should make your life with your car much easier. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for your time.